Hello, always Dizzy here. I'm going to start with a puzzle streak of 39, as I always do. I think yesterday it went pretty well. I think it took me like, I forget, but I think it was like 24 minutes or something. Okay, I'm about a minute in here. Let's start. And then I'm just happy with that. Yeah, that's that kind of a dumb one. Mate in 2. Mate in 1. Mate in 2. Win the rook. Is that good enough? I think it is. Well, at the very least, we can give another check. So, discovery on his queen. His queen is overloaded. Actually, it's just mate in 1. Mate in 1. So can I take knight g4, king g1, queen h4? There's queen g3 as well. So king h7, knight g4, king g1, queen h4. I have bishop f4 there, I think. Yeah. Remove the defender. Mate in 2. Check. Mate. Check. Mate. Check. No. Checkmate. So check, and then check here. Oh, he wants to do it this way. We have a fork. That should work. I don't have a clue on this one. What could be... Excuse me. Well, I do have an invisible fork if I take on d5, because I have e3 and I'm hitting these two squares. If he gives me a check in between, I can take once, and then we have a check here. This should be working. So why can I not take his knight? I shouldn't be getting trapped. Right? Shouldn't be getting trapped. I can always go back to a7. Yeah, we always can go back to a7 here. Okay. How do we want to take? Well, if we take with the queen, we're threatening b7. So that seems to make the most sense. And now I can take his bishop on f5. That was a stupid puzzle. Okay, if I give a check here, then we win the rook. And we take with the queen. We are white. I think my king can just march up the board, king d4. I don't know what he's going to do about it. So king d4, check, and just bring the king up the board. Up the board. Okay. And just push the b pawn. If check, I think I can run up here and hide, something like that. Okay, didn't love that puzzle. Here we have maybe b4, b4, and he has one move. And then after, I mean, he's just trapped here. So kind of a dumb puzzle as well. His queen can't recapture here. So there's that. But we're down a piece. Excuse me. We're down a piece, so we need more than that. Oh, this shouldn't have taken me this long. We have a check. Doesn't seem like enough. Maybe rook c1. That was cute. Check. King e2. And take. And we're up 2 pawns there. It has to be good enough. Okay, well, if he wants to do it that way. I always say he, but I'm talking about the computer. Okay, so we have a check here. I'm starting to get tired. Excuse me, I didn't have the best sleep. Okay, what about this? We're hitting the queen and we're hitting f2. So rook f5. He has no checks. I have no strings. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so that's looking good. And let's look at this check. Oh, this is funny because I saw a similar tactic yesterday in a video. But yeah, rook g8. It's probably queen h3 first, but let's just say, well, he really has to go king h2 here. Nothing else makes sense. And yeah, that seems like a whole lot of nothing. That seems like a whole lot of nothing. So let's look at queen h3. He has a million different moves he could play. Let's say he takes the knight. I mean, I would like the forcing move is nice to have. Okay, so queen h3. Let's just say he takes on c6. I move my king. And if he takes my rook, then it's going to be mate in 3. So if he doesn't take my rook, what is he going to do? Rook e1. He's just getting mated there. I mean, it's going to be too much. Here, and then we have h5. So rook g8, h5 should be good. I think it's still a little bit of... Actually, no, yeah, I just take it. What am I talking about? Okay. So we have bishop b6. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I'm really getting tired. Da, da. Yeah, let's do that. And then take it. And take it. Okay, I hated that puzzle. His queen looks trapped. I wonder if I can just castle here. Maybe not. Actually, we have a check. What am I smoking? Check, king d8. Where's the win? Is this a thing? D6? It doesn't really look like a thing. I don't think that's a thing. So queen e5, king d8. Don't really like queen g5. Knight f6. Yeah, I take on g7. He has a check. Move my king. I mean, that is nice. Is that really what I want? Okay, this can't be so bad. I think I'm going to g5 here. Queen g5 takes on... Oh, sorry, it's check. Yeah, so queen g5. I don't know if he brings in the king or pushes the pawn. Let's say he plays f6. And then we take on g7. He takes here. But then I'm threatening mate. Yeah, this should be... Holy freaking God, it's wrong, eh? Take on g7. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, sorry, gotta start over. 6 viewers now. That sucked, I gotta say. Okay. Doing it again. his queen and rook will be under attack. That was a tricky one. That was also kind of tricky. Chat is quiet. Yeah, this is a tricky batch. Come on, this is stupid. Okay, tricky batches tonight. Really sleepy here. So we have a check, take, mate and 2, win the queen. We are white. We are white. So we just push. And then after he pushes, we're going to take it eventually. So queen against 2 knights. Okay, he wants this. I think I want to go. Here, hang on. That might not be so good because after he takes the knight queen, and then he has this check. And after king d1, I guess I'm okay there. I think I can go forward. Yeah, it's scary though. And we are black. We have a fork here. Is that good enough? It does look like it. We are white. Is there a reason we would not take? Yeah, we can. No, yeah, we would. Why would we not take? That should be winning, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. Then he comes in here and what if I take and then after king f7 I go bishop g6 check. Now if he takes, I take his bishop and I'm going to promote. And if he goes here, it's illegal. So I think this is actually the best move. Now that is underrated. We can take here. We have a check. What about this? This is a mate. And we like checkmate. We have a check. And a check, and I like that. I don't need to see more. And then we have check here. We are white. I have a fork. He has no good checks. This is just mate. We are white. So we can give a check. You'd think that would be good. Yeah, that should be good enough. And then trying to stay awake here. Can I not just move anywhere? Oh, excuse me. Okay, we are white. Check, mate. Check, mate. Check. Mate. Win the rook. Save the cheer. Oh, fuck! Ah! Ah. Sorry. Sorry. Gotta start over. Yeah, sorry. Ah. I better slow down a little bit before things get out of hand. I said that and I didn't listen to my own advice. Sorry for screwing up a lot. Maybe knight c4. No, we can take and then discovery. And then discovery. Tricky one for that rating. Come on, that was ridiculous. For 1300? For 1300, Alex? I think not. Check first. Should be good. I see a check, I play a check. Check. Should be good here. I'm not calculating it. Should I? I mean, I should really. Check. No, that's gotta work. It's gotta work. And then check and we pick up the rook. Okay, we are black. Can I go here? No. Can I go here? Yes. Okay. This picks up the knight. Is that good enough? Yeah. He's going to do it that way. We have a threatening. Okay, he's got this though. Then I can take here. That should be good. We are black. Check. Yeah, so if we go check and he goes to h1, then I have this discovery. He's got a lot of pieces though. Actually, this is going to be mate after that. Yeah, that's just going to be mate. And we are white. Well, we have a mate right in front of our very eyes. Mate in 2. So what do you want from me? We have a check. I don't like him escaping this way. So how about bishop f4 is a mate in 1. We are black. So take will not do the job. Actually, it would do the job. Yeah, so actually, hang on. I think it's taking on b5, but what if I push right away? I don't think that's going to do it. Yeah, so takes, and then h. Now he is in this square, but his pawn will actually stop everything. And we go for this trade. And we take. Okay. So we can move our bishop if we need to. You know what? It's taking, and then there's a fork here. So we will do that. And we can take and take. We can take and then he has to move the king. I can take the rook. Is that good enough? Is that good? And actually, I can't take. Yeah, then I take the knight. Okay. Ooh, he still has a pawn at the end of that, but this should be good enough. Yeah, my queen stopped checks. Okay. Queen takes e4. Why aren't we happy about that? Well, he can take on c3, but then I take his bishop, and it's all very complicated. Because then he takes my rook. You'd think that's the solution, though. Takes. And what has transpired there? I've gotten a... Yeah, that should be... I'm up a piece there. That should work. Okay, we are black for the millionth time. Well, there should be a mate here. Mate in 2. And we can take this guy... And there's a check, and he's screwed, I think, because of well, I could take his rook at the least. So I think it would just take the rook, honestly. He's got a million pawns, but we're up a rook. So that was a stupid puzzle. We have bishop c5. When we'll be getting the exchange for a pawn. Oh, excuse me, but that's probably it. And I think we grab that rook while we can. And we can take on g2. Not a great follow-up after that. But, yeah, let's do that. Actually, there is. We have queen e2 here. Okay. There's queen f5. No, we're getting mated. Oh my god, we can take on h6 and then it's mate. That's crazy. Crazy. Okay, well. That was a lovely tactic. Okay, we can take on give a check on h6. And then the king can stop his pawn. Plus our rook could stop it. But yeah, we'll go king g1, and then he can take. Holy God! You know what? I knew that I should have spent a little bit more time on that one. Like, I knew it. That's why there was a bit of a pause. But then I just, like, I don't know. I threw caution to the wind. And that is not good. I'm sorry. I got to start over. I mean, I have to be more diligent. I have to be, quality control. And I'm being too frisky. it's too bad because it's like I'm not really getting stuck on these. I'm just doing them a little too quickly. I'm a bit impatient. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I have to increase the quality control. I'm getting so close to the end too, you know. I just need to slow down. I just need to slow down a little bit there at the end when I'm almost done instead of rushing it. I could take and then no. Isn't there just a mate here somewhere? I think the other thing is I am actually tired. Like yeah, I didn't get much sleep tonight or last night. Okay, here comes the excuses. Here comes the excuses. I mean, I'm falling asleep here. I don't want to do puzzles anymore, honestly. I'm sick of them. This is like my 5th batch or something. 4th or 5th batch. And I'm sick of them already. So I'm looking at taking and then c7, queen d1, king h2. I always have g3 at the end, and I'm a little lazy on this one. Okay. And mate. Check. Bishop c5. Yeah, it should be good. Check. And checkmate. It's a kill box. Oh, he wants to do it this way. Okay. Didn't expect that. Can I just take both rooks? Is that good enough? I'm not seeing any checks. I think that's good enough. I can take and then queen d5. Interesting. I'm looking at bishop f5 because then I pick up the other rook. Check. If he blocks with the queen, we take the rook. And if he tries to protect the rook, then he loses the queen because of knight h7. We just have a mate in 2. And we can pick up the bishop. He has no counterplay. We are white. This looks like it's mate in 2. We have this. So we can take and then play bishop b7. No. Yeah, because we have to. Then he has to line up, and then we play rook d1. Okay, deflection. Wins at least his rook. Although we are down material. But I probably have at least queen. Well, hang on. Because if we go check here, I can't go. Yeah, I can, right? That should work. Okay, well, he just gives us the queen. Dumb. Okay, so we have rook threatening mate. I think he's okay, is he not? After a little check. And then king c8. I think he's okay there. Oh my god, it's rook a8. Okay, well, we can take and stop. And we are black, so we just create this breakthrough. And here. Okay, we are black. Check? No. Maybe? I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't want him getting, I don't want the king fleeing to g5. So this is not, it is different. Although it's not a, no, oh shit. How am I supposed to prevent that king? Check. If for some reason he goes to e5, then is this mate? It looks like it. Rook d5 would be mate. So after rook f3, he has to go to g5, is forced. And I have rook d5 when if he tries to go to h4. I actually think he's fine there. No, then we have g5, and then it's going to be mate. Okay, so that leads to a mate. Therefore, after rook f3, king g5, rook d5, he has to play rook e5. This is all forced. But then I think I might have knight d, or knight e6. Yeah, then I have knight e6, not quite mate. He has king h4, and then it's going to be mate after a few more. This is a very underrated puzzle, but that has to be it. Yeah, that was very underrated. And oh, this is closed for business. Interesting. Oh, excuse me. So let's say queen h6 and bishop g5. Then I think I have just rook g1. So rook g1. I don't know. Rook e8. I'm taking. It should be good there. I don't know. This seems to be the best move because rook g8 is coming. So we're going to take and then rook g1. I mean, sorry. Then we're going to go rook g1. And we're done on that one. We're not done overall. So let's look at a check. If he takes with the knight, then I'm just up a knight. If he goes to b5, then actually I'm changing my mind because I don't really like him fleeing. So what about rook b2? Because then he can't go to b5. I don't like him going to b5. He has to move backward. So he would have to go to king a3. And then it's actually mate. That's a funny looking mate. It's a mate in 2. Wow. Very funny looking mate. Okay. Looks like a woodpecker puzzle. I can take, check, we win. We're up a knight. Okay, we are white. We have to, I think we have to play h4. Otherwise, he's going to get a breakthrough. So we're going to go h4, and then we're going to take. And he can't move the king. We just gobble everything. Okay, we are white. We have a check. He has one legal move. And I think I can check and then... Oh, he's got this pawn. Yeah, so... Okay, hang on. What? This is harder than I thought. That's what she said. Yeah, I think I want to go a4. And then king c6. And then let's say rook c4. And then if he takes the knight, we take on c8. Okay, this one, yeah, and then we're going to take on c8. That's not a simple one. So I think rook takes g3. And then if f takes, we have queen takes. And then after king h1, it's going to be mate in 2. And I don't think he has any other recourse. So, yeah, so we go check. And then let's do it with the rook. Okay, this should be a mate in 2 or 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Whoa, this looks hard. Again, that's what she said, but it's white's turn to move. I guess his rook is trapped. I should have seen that sooner. Ooh, it's still going. I am not sure. I don't think I want to go to d4 because of b5. I guess maybe. I guess I'm... Yeah, no, you know what? We need that pawn. So we don't want... Okay, this is actually tricky. I don't ever want his b pawn advancing. Yeah, so maybe knight e4. If he pushes the b pawn, then I can play c5. And plus his king can't move. Yeah, so if I go knight e4 and then he goes b5, I can play d5 or c5. And if he chases my knight... Oh, shit. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Then I move my king... Check and move the king back again. And I think that's what it is. That is not simple at all, though. Maybe I should look at king a4. Just take a look at it. Because then the only thing I need to worry about is king c5. But that is a big thing. That's a big thing. So that's really not helping. Again, unless I put my king on a4, I can't let him play b5. I think it is knight e4, but this is really tough. I'm going to go knight e4. Yeah, this is tough, and then we push, because we have to keep that pawn alive. That is a very tough puzzle, really. Okay. We have no queen. We have 2 minors and 3 pawns for a queen. So technically material is equal. If I play g5, he now has 2 pieces under attack. And I like that fact. Technically he can get this trade which does make me ponder. Maybe I could take it with the rook, though, because then we're threatening mate. I think it's going to be g5. Guys, when am I going to learn? Like, why am I not double checking? Why am I not double checking when I get close to the end? You know, I had 5 more to go. All I had to do was literally spend 15 seconds more to verify. Why am I not doing that? Okay, so g5 is queen h6, and I guess his other rook is a little too close here. Yeah, there's just a direct fork as well. Yikes. So I should have... Oh, and then they could have done the same idea. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I have to do it again. I'm sorry. I have to start over. I don't want to do this. I don't like it any more than you guys. But that's... Yeah. What can I say other than sorry? What type of puzzle number 2 is this? It's so hard. Might be queen e2. Hello, Russian name I cannot pronounce or read. Maybe I can pronounce it. I just don't know what it says. Okay, we can take the rook. Okay. Okay, what the How come I'm so bad? Why is my move not winning? Oh, he's got bishop. Sorry, this was the start. He's got bishop e4. I'm not expecting trickery on move 4. Okay, this is not a good day. Who gives that type of puzzle on the 4th puzzle? Who does that? What type of psychopath does that? This is getting on my nerves, and I'm delving into a madness that no one wants to ever have to bear witness to. I can win the bishop. That should be good enough. I could trade queens. Yeah, we had queen f6 there, if anyone was curious. And take, and then fork, and we're up material. Check, queen h6. Check. Check. Check wins his knight and protects against mate. Is that good enough? It's tight. I could also take the queen and then take on h3. That would, but then he has mate here. That's the funny thing. So I think it's the first one I said, and we just take on h3. I don't like this puzzle though. Actually, you know what? No, it's just mate. Yeah, I was wondering because I'm like, I don't know if that's enough. Okay, well, we are black. I'm moving up the board. We're going to go with check. So we'll promote before he does. And it's not a rook or bishop pawn, so we're winning here. Okay, what's the dealio? We're attacking his queen here. So I wonder if I could just take his queen. And then after he recaptures, I'm up a piece here. I think that's actually going to be it. An orthodox one. Okay, so, oh, whoops. So how about a check? And then we, take here. We are black. Excuse me. Check. That can't be it. Oh. That shouldn't have taken me that long. His queen is under attack. So can I just take his rook? Yes. His queen's under attack. Can I take the knight? I don't think so. Ooh, I think I might be able to take and then play d4. Okay. Check. Check. No, 2 on the ball. I guess I could take and then go HG Wells. Again, it's a type of thing, like what else would it be if not for this? Okay. Check and then knight f3. Come on, mouse. Holy crap, mouse. Okay, I'm cranky, obviously. Okay, we can just take and we're good to go. Oh, I didn't expect this. But so we go king h6 then. And we're good to go. Okay, we are white. His queen's up in our grill. So what about rook h5? He has no good checks. That should be good. We are white. We could maybe win his knight. We are down a minor piece and a pawn already, though. What about a check here first? There's no difference. There's no difference, I don't think. I don't really like that because we're already down a piece. Like I feel I need something much bigger. Yeah. Actually, yeah. So let's look at this again. So he can't go king h7. So if he goes to h8, and then I take I don't see how this is. I don't see how this is different. Or even, I mean, it seems better for white, but yeah, but then what's the difference here? This is my greatest question. What's the difference between taking on e8 first? Followed by queen d. Oh, yeah, if we take, then there's queen f7. Yeah, if we take first, he recaptures, and then after queen d5. Oh, no, he can't do that. Yeah, so I don't know what the difference is. That's weird. It's got to be something completely different. Yeah, maybe it's just something completely different. We're not taking the knight. That's really weird. Could I go queen f2? Or queen f7, I mean? No. Oh, wow, this one's going to get me. That sucks. Ooh, this one's going to get me. Not a good day for me today. Ooh. Hello, John. Yeah, I think this one's going to get. I don't see the difference. I'll look at it with the engine after. I'm going to start with the check, and then here again, I could take the rook, or I could take the knight. It makes more sense to take the knight. Okay, I got to look at this with the engine. What the hell is the difference? I didn't want to take here first because we don't get a rook on e1 here. But like, what's our follow-up threat? Yeah, I figured it was something like this after. I don't like this puzzle because I don't understand it. And then what, like the first move, king h8, and see, I didn't understand the difference here. Oh, that's the difference. This is so underrated. It's not rocket science, but this is rated 1600. And you have to, that's like 1 out of like 5 lines, and you have to see this one move. I'll give that one a downvote. For 1600, it shouldn't be it shouldn't be that deep. Okay, I'm just whining. Whining as usual. Okay. Oh, oh, shit. This one's hard. Like, it'd be nice to get the queen here. Yeah, I think the batch is harder. They're harder today than they have than, yeah. Okay, I don't know. It seems harder today. I mean, this is like I've been doing this for an hour now. 1 hour of silliness. Okay, I just realized I could take his rook. So somebody's tired. And then we go here. Wow. Somebody is tired. No, but it still stands. There's been some tricky ones today. That one was not tricky. That one was just me being dumb. So it wasn't the best example, because this just wins his queen. Actually, I think that was mate too. So what about okay, might as well look at this one. And is that mate? No, because he's got a rook. So queen d8, king c7. I don't think we're getting more out of that. So let's look at queen e6. If he blocks with the rook, then we're not really, I guess technically I could go check and then check. Okay, so queen e8, Yeah, if king c7, then bishop e5. And then, sorry, it's getting tricky. King b6. I can pick up his rook here. Okay, I'm going to go for that. I'm getting a little lazy and not calculating everything perfectly. But yeah, I'm thinking queen e8. Force him off the back rank, and then bishop e5. Hang on though, is it that easy? Because after rook takes, it's not that simple. I don't think it's that simple. So queen e8, king c7, bishop e5. He has rook e5, and that feels like it's better for me. But I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Okay, so again, I'm going to look at rook, queen e6. If he flees, well, I'm taking the rook. I don't think he has perpets, although he's pretty damn close. In fact, I think he does have perpets. I think he does have perpets. The bastard. Wow. So I can't take the rook. This is not so easy. I can give a check, and then after king c7, he's really slippery. Okay, let's look at queen e8 again. Keep him off the back rank, but then what am I doing there? Oh my god. Then, no, yeah, what am I doing there? I'm going to get this one wrong. Anyone else figure it out? Don't tell me the answer. Just tell me if you figured it out. Yeah, because this line here, if we take, this should. Oh no! You know what? We can stay alive there. Because after king h2, queen f4, g3, queen f2, we have queen g2. Yeah, so we can do this. This is what's going to happen. Wow, that was tricky. Too tricky for the rating. Okay, we are black. We can win his queen. Our queen's under attack too, though. So we have to be careful. So let's just say check. This is tricky. Yeah, so let's say knight c3 and king c2. I can then just take his queen, because then I have this lifeline. And if, same thing here, if king a2, we have this lifeline back. So we just take. Okay. Check. No. Oh, this might trap his queen. Knight f4. I think that traps his queen. He literally has no square to spare. Okay, we are black. What the heck's this about? What the heck is this about? This makes no sense. This makes no sense. I mean, we are up 2 pawns. Oh, wait, I'm down a rook, though. Yeah, what the hell is this? Okay, so well we have queen e1. It's got to be queen e1 because what the hell else would it be if rook f2? Then rook e3. Yeah, that's okay. So that's good. Yeah, so that's all it is. And then no matter what, if he does something else, we we just go check and then we go rook e4. And rook e4. Okay. 32. I think we have bishop g4. No matter where he goes, I take on e2. Well, not no matter, but almost anywhere. That should be it. Now he does have some material compensation if he takes the rook. But overall, we should be better there. But I think it's just bishop g4. If queen e3, or sorry, if queen e6, I think we can just play f5. Yeah, this should be it. And then f5 here. And I guess we take with the rook. And we're up a piece for 2 pawns. For 3 pawns. Yeah, I can almost take on e7, which is, or d7, which is what I'm looking at. This is almost better. Check, take, but not quite. I hated that. I do not approve that puzzle. Okay, so rook g4. If he flees, mate. If he flees, that's illegal. He has one move at the end. I don't know, just queen h6 maybe, because where can he really move? Let's say he pushes the f-pawn somewhere. Well, I'm just threatening mate here. Yeah. Is that right? I think that's right, because queen h6, if he puts the f-pawn as mate, so he has to play rook g8. And then we have rook h4, rook g7. And he's actually okay there, but then I might have knight g5. Okay, so let's look at that again. So rook g4, king h8, and then queen h6, rook g8. And then I was looking at rook h4, but I might have knight g4. Yeah, I think I might have knight g5 and then rook g7. Then rook h4. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I'm not 100% sure of the ending there, but I will look at it with the computer after. But yeah, and then I was here. I was thinking knight g5 and then rook h4. So knight g5, threatening mate. You could play rook g7 and then rook h4. I think is what I was planning. It gives it up. So I want to look at that other line. If rook g7. Ooh, knight e6 you have to see. Or knight d5. I did not see those. I was thinking maybe rook h4 here. I didn't quite commit to it yet. This is underrated. Not by much, but by a little bit. Because, yeah, you got to see this whole line. And the queen h6 is already a bit of a slow move. Then you have to see knight e6. I don't know if I want a thumbs up or thumbs down that one. I guess I'll give it a thumbs up, but it should be higher rated. Okay, we are white. I think we can just do this little dance. But let's take a look. So b6, king c7, king b5. I don't think he can start pushing here, maybe, but I don't think so. So takes, and then we're already where we want to be. If he does try his chicanery, then yeah, at the end of the day, we have an outside pass pawn. So we just push and get the king active. And so that's an interesting question. I think like my instinct is to take. If he ignores it, well, that is a bit concerning, but my king should be close enough there. But yeah, that's an interesting move, I think. But I think we're just going king d4. Holy crap. Every time I don't slow down and move 34 or around here. And then why? Every time. Okay. Really? This surprised me. Okay, so I needed to be more careful, though. This is ridiculous. I keep screwing up around 34 just because I don't want to spend more time. I'm getting way too lazy. But yeah, I kind of just assumed that this would be win, but it's totally not. He is up a pawn, so he can afford to do this. So I had to isolate this pawn from the rest. Actually, was I even thinking about that? And then did I just screw up on my... Well, yeah, that's what I was planning, was it not? Where was I here? I don't know. I can't even remember. Okay, I got to start over. I don't know why I don't slow down. I get near the end. All I had to do was just be a little patient. Not a lot patient. I just had to be a little patient. This wins his rook here. Yeah. So, and now I'm stuck doing puzzles for the rest of my life. Not cool. And I'm going insane. Yeah, it's not a nice sound. But then again, most sounds where you like die or lose is not good. Like think of like Mario. Dun 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 dun. Like there's no good sounds. They're all scary because it's like they're associated with losing and death. This isn't funny anymore. This isn't funny anymore. It never was funny. Oh, I'm never going to make it. I'm too messed up now. I'm too messed up. I'm doing them too quickly. I'm too frustrated. And it's like right now, look how quickly I'm doing it. I should not be doing it this quickly. This is too quick. See, I'm not even, like, I should be calculating instead of whatever it is I'm doing. I'm tilted, essentially. What is this about? Well, we can sneak in here. We have a discovery on the queen. That should do it. Here. Nope, that drops material. Why did I even have to think about that? Get active. Take. I gotta slow down. Why am I doing this so quickly? This is such a bad stream. I should be playing a game of chess. Instead, I keep having to do Puzzle Street because I'm not being diligent. We trade this and then take this, and then we're up a queen. White. Take, and then we have Dvoretsky pawns, but his king is close. But it's not going to be close enough. Check. We are black. This wins his rook. Verify. See, that's the word that's missing from my vocabulary today. I have not been verifying. I have not been verifying. No good. No bueno. Okay, let's say we take just for funsies. Do we have anything thereafter? Not seeing stuff, but why would we not take? It has, it has to be taking. Like, do we need to actually look at another move? Because I'm going to lose my queen. This might just be a bad puzzle, so I am going to take, and then, because there is no need to calculate beyond this, because if we don't, if we're going to lose the queen there, we were just going to lose. So, yeah, I mean, we have a forcing move, but after king d8, I guess I could take the rook, and that should be winning for us. Think it's still winning, but not easy. And I could just play here. So I don't think he can abandon it. I think he has to take on f7. And then I do have queen h7 there. I don't know if it needs to be that complicated though, does it? Does it really need to be that complicated? This is rated 1500. How come I can't figure it out? Bishop f7, king f7, queen h8. If he takes on, so if king f7, I take the, I'm going to go with that. Yeah, and then I already forgot what I'm doing here. I'm just taking the rook. I don't like that. I don't like this puzzle at all. Here and then we have king h2, queen h3. I do not like this puzzle. That gets a downvote. That's way too chaotic for 1500. Okay, so I can take here twice. That's, you would think that would be the solution. This is hard. I think they're throwing hard puzzles to me today. That's my theory, because some of these are too tricky for, like, these should be like mate in 2, or you get a simple fork at this level. This shouldn't require thinking, but it do. So we take on e5. If he recaptures, we retake, and we're up a pawn. It should be winning. I don't see what else there would be that would be so easily winning. I mean, if we push, that might also be good. Maybe. But I'm really not sure because he might just be able to play bishop d8 and be okay. Maybe. Because actually my knight is almost dominated there, but not quite. I don't know. I feel like I want to take. If he gives me a check, I don't really mind. I just move the king anywhere. So I'm going to take. And honestly, I didn't see bishop a5, so I should have seen that. It doesn't seem to be a problem, but I should have seen it. So king c2. And I don't see the problem for us, so we shall do this. I don't like that puzzle because it was pointless. It was pointless because we had to play that. There was, so I don't like that one. Okay, so I have a check here. If he takes in, we have check, which I quite like. So bishop h7, king h7, rook h5, and then it's mate. And I think that's the answer. If he comes in here, it's mate. So it's going to be bishop h7. And then I didn't account for this, but his king, there's no way this can survive. In fact, it's just mate next move. Okay, moving on. We are black. We have a knight check. This is a 7 of 9 mate. And I'm just verifying. That's the key word. That's what's going to get me out of this endless labyrinth. Verifying. But this configuration is called a 7 of 9 mate. Coined by Grandmaster Maurice Ashley. I'm just super verifying because that's what I haven't been doing. And I think I can win his knight with a skewer. We take and then check and we win his knight. No verification required on an easy one like that. Here there's a fork. We take and then we have knight d6. I will verify here. Yeah, because we're down a piece already. So it's a good thing I verified because, yeah, if I take and then fork, he can just move the queen. And if I recapture, it's arguable there. Oh, but then we have this at the end. But then he has knight. Okay, but then we have here. Okay, so I think that is winning. Plus, we have a lot of pawns and a rook against 2 minors. So that should be correct. Yeah, and we do take. Now, I could give a check first, but then it's pointless. So, yeah, we take. Yeah. Okay, so we are white. We're not wrong. And then we go d7. He can't stop mate, so the best he can do is get a queen here. Oh, sorry, he can't stop his queening, so the best he can do is get a queen himself. But then I just queen maybe, or take his pawn. Probably just take his pawn. So I think I just want to take his pawn here. Technically, this should be winning, but this is a significant amount of work, I feel. So I am tempted to queen first. But that'll just be even harder. So we will take the pawn. Okay, so we are black. And it's okay, we're going to sacrifice the rook. So we're going to go check, boom, check, take, mate. Okay, we are white. We're down a rook. His queen is under attack. Yeah, so his queen can't go anywhere. Now, if I move my queen out of the way, he can take on c1. So I may need to take his queen. I might need to take his queen here. So let's say GF. then he takes on d2, knight takes d2, bishop takes d2. What's the... I don't know about that. We have a rook and 3 minors against 2 rooks and 2 minors. We're not getting enough out of that. So what if I take on f4 with the queen, and then after bishop takes, his knight actually can't escape. So I think I can get both his bishop and the knight. So queen f4, bishop f4, gf. Okay, he does have bishop h3 there. But it's saying, let's say he doesn't. I just want to count I just want to count from that position. So from here, if he doesn't save the knight, then I'll have 3 minors and a rook for 2 rooks and a minor. Should be slightly better for me, maybe. I'm honestly not sure about that. But the real question is if he goes bishop h3. So bishop h3, I then take on f1, bishop f1, king f1. And there, I'll have, again, 2 minors and a rook against 2 rooks. And so you have to assess that. The tricky part is assessing that. Unless there's something else that's completely winning here. But I feel there isn't. I'm going to do it. Make sure I'm not screwing up the move order. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I like that one because the end eval of that is a little too close for comfort, I feel. I didn't really like that. So anyways, we have a check. And then we don't have anything good after that. Although there's kind of some interesting stuff. There's a check here. And then after king takes, we can almost do something there, but not quite. I mean, that's got to be the first move, though. Okay, guys, I'm going to slow down because I'm at 29. I'm going to try to slow down and verify more because I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going insane. Yeah, so bishop g2, king g1. Oh, then we simply just take. Okay, I will verify just to be careful, but bishop. I should have seen this right away. Bishop g2, king g1, queen g5, bishop g5, take on f1. We're up the exchange. So simple. Okay, this should just be a mate. Check. Right? And then check, and then mate. Okay, we are black. Mate and 1. We want those. We need those in our lives. We need those freebies. This wins his queen. We need these freebies. After everything we've gone through. Do we have anything better? I do not think so. So I could take on e3. Oh, I can also give a check that forces king g2. And then what? Or rook g2, I mean. That leads to a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, I think I want rook e3, because how does he defend this? So if he takes, then check. I don't... Okay, I gotta calculate stuff here. It's gotta be rook e3, though. Rook e3. I mean, I think he has to take it. Yeah, so king e3 seems to be forced. Check. Check. Yeah, we're going to win the other rook unless he goes to d3. Check again. Check again. Bring in this. It's... I feel that's good. Okay, let's verify. Let's verify some more. But that it looks good, but I'm not all the way at the end. I'm not all the way there. But rook e3, king e3, queen g3. Yeah, king d2. Maybe I even just take here immediately. King moves somewhere. Bring in the rook, and then if rook e1, see, that's where it gets really tricky. But with my king and with my queen and my rook there, he's got an extra piece around there, but that should be good. That should be enough. There's got to be some type of mate there, so I'm going to go for that. Oh my God, and didn't expect this. I think we just moved the king, but I did not expect a move like this. Yes, I think we're just going king h8. This knight shouldn't really change much for us. It does not allow us to play here after, but then it also lets us take the knight. So yeah, so this one I'm going to look with the engine, a little bit. So had he just taken immediately, taken immediately, I was looking at stuff like this. So that wouldn't have been the best way to play. It does prefer to take on f4 or rook e8, but most of it's pretty similar. Yeah, eventually you bring in the rook. I was looking at stuff like this. I just figured, yeah, and so I am right that eventually there would be something. So I'll give that a thumbs up, I guess. Okay, we are white. This is a terrible stream because I'm not playing games. I'm just doing stupid puzzle streak all day. This is why I don't want to raise it to 40 easily. Like, because can you imagine how, like, okay. This seems difficult to gain an advantage on here. Well, let's attack his queen, I guess. This seems really hard. Holy crap. So let's say h3. I don't know what we're getting. Oh, God. I'm going to get this one wrong, guys. Oh, because there's nothing clear about this one. Oh, never mind. It's easy. It's just f3. Okay. I'm such a Debbie Downer. It's just f3. Discovery on his rook and attacking his queen. So I'm just verifying now. Should be good. And there's no way it would be anything else. So f3 and we take. Okay. We are white. I can actually take and then check, take, and then I'm covering e1. Beautiful. In slow motion now. Rook takes e2. If he pushes, we take. So he has to recapture. We have this fork. King f4, we take on c2, and everybody's happy. Okay, we are black. We are black? Okay, so we have this check when he's forced to... And then I have a breakthrough. That's the answer. Oh, but it's interesting because we could also do it this way, but I think one difference is that his king is a little bit too close to the action. Because if we take immediately and then play b4, I think he might have... Although it wouldn't be almost exactly the same on the other line. Because if I give the check and then take, and then push. It's the same thing if he takes on f5. So taking on f5 won't do it because then I push here. So there's a difference. Yeah, if I take here, I guess the difference is... Oh, it's just that he's hiding behind the pawn, so he can just push his pawn, I think. And then after we get this little thing going, I can't give him a check. And then he's going to promote. So we keep him on the d file. Look at that subtlety. So we go check, take, and then we play b5. Or b4. And then if he pushes, we do this. And the difference is we can give him a check now. He's checkable. So that's going to be the answer. Oh, this hell. I cannot escape this hell. I cannot escape this hell of endless puzzles. Really? Oh my God. So what? So check. Oh my God. I thought this was forced. This is winning if he goes here. It's not forced. My bad. I thought that was forced. I overlooked that obvious difference. So that being said, I still thought this was... Oh, but I don't... This is winning, but I could actually just take on b2. So I missed a couple of key things there. A couple of key things. Yeah, because I could have taken... Although taking on b2, I still wouldn't give him any checks. But I'm a little surprised that this is still winning. I guess... Oh, because... Oh, we don't need access to a check. We only need access to this diagonal. Another key thing to keep an eye on. I actually really like that puzzle. But I got to start over. Sorry, guys. Go watch another stream. This one's not going well. I'm going to stay here for 10 years until I hit my freaking quota of 39. However long it takes. So even there, I mean, come on. I can't even do number one, right? That's because that was... we're just tilted now, but... Yikes. Yikes, I say. Where's the finish here? I'm in check. Oh my God, I can't even see. We're tilted. We are tilted. I can't believe I got that wrong. I honestly thought I was going to get that one for sure, that whole batch. I thought that was the last one. I really did. I would have probably bet money on it. Yeah, that was shocking. Is it here? It's gotta be there. Check. I think it's here and then here. Take, check. That can't be right, can it? No, I'm confused. No, we're just taking the rook, I guess. Queen is trapped. Where's the win? Here's the win. King to the rescue. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? What the hell is this? How is this 1500? The only thing I can think of is like bishop g7 and then taking on e2. Holy crap, I don't know. This might be a fail of the puzzle streak. For the first time in a very long time. Okay, yeah, it's wrong. It's so what is it? It's taking. Oh my god, how did I miss that? Yikes! I don't know how I missed that. Okay, here I am, an hour and 43 minutes. This might be a new record for how long it's taken me to hit puzzle streak. Didn't I do this one before and I got it wrong? I think I took your. Yeah. Oh, whoops! That was a mouse slip. Yeah. Okay, it's going to do it again. Okay, no mouse slip this time. Yeah, so we're an hour and 43 minutes in here, and I'm losing my sanity, and I'm just not a happy camper. Well, can I do anything? Isn't everything winning here? Oh, no, that would be a mistake, right? How come this one's confusing me? It's got to be bringing in... The only other thing is rook f1. But no, oh, wait. This is actually pretty tricky. So rook f1, king e2. And I can take the pawn. So he has to guard it. Not here, because then, well, maybe there. I don't know why I can't figure this out, but rook f1, king e3, king f5. And then if he plays f3, king g4, he's fine there, I think. So I can't believe this is. Why is this? Yeah, so we bring in the king, but you would. I guess we want to. Does it matter where we go? Yeah, I think we want to cover both this square and then be able to come into here. So I think we want to go king f5 and make him push, and then we just keep bringing in the king. Wait, how come I can't figure this out? Because he's just going to push that pawn. I'm going to keep chasing him. King F1, and then it's over. So I can't believe I'm struggling on this. I'm so confused. Yeah, so rook F1 if he pushes. Then I just take, yes, right. So rook F1, I mean, he's got to touch it. We come in, he pushes, and we go king G4. Oh yeah, so then if he goes king E2, yeah, but we're already touching it, so I think we do go in front. I don't know why that confused me so much, but that just shows you what lack of sound mind I'm in. It doesn't even make sense. So I'm in here. You do puzzles. I've been doing puzzles 2 hours nonstop. You lose your mind. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. So check. Does a whole lot of nothing. I'm just exhausted of puzzles at this point. I think he has to go here, otherwise I'm taking on... I mean, I don't even know if this is a problem for him. Honestly. Or probably it is, because that's going to hurt him. So I think he has to go to G2. And then... okay, this check if he comes in here. Then I push. Okay, this needs to work. And then we push. That's way too hard for level 6. Good gracious. That's way too hard for level 6. Okay, check should be mate. Pick up material. Pick up material if it'll let me move. Pick up material. Ooh, my queen's under attack. The rating, no, well, the rating is proper, but like it's too hard. I don't know how much of it is me just being tired, but I've been doing this for about 2 hours now. That's too long. No, we're still doing this because we can win a rook at the end. And his bishop is hanging, so we have so many pieces hanging. But yeah, I think we just take his bishop when he has 2 pieces under attack. And I don't see great counterplay for him, so that should be good. We have a fork here, so we sack this, and then we'll be up a bishop. And we are black to the fork immediately, so we will grab that. Oh God, we got to calculate this. Okay, so we take the bishop. He pushes. And then I have bishop a7, which should be fine. Okay, so we take this, and then we take the rook, and then we are up a piece. His rook is hanging. I think it's as simple as that. Although, hang on 1 second, because at the end of this, we'll be up a rook. So, okay, he gives us this one. Oh, I didn't consider this, but we'll still be up a rook. It's the same thing. We are white. We have a check, so we'll look at that closer. He has 2 legal moves. If he goes to E8, then I could give a little check. And if he flees on the D file, then I have another check. but it's not so simple. But that is probably it, but that is not so simple. Yeah, check here, and if he goes this way. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go, because what else would it be, you know? But, yeah, it should be queen h5, but this is not so simple. Yeah, so I was thinking of e7. Queen f5 also looks good, but let's look at e7. If he makes a run for it, then I can queen, and there should be a mate there eventually. If he goes to d7, then queen f4 may be good enough. But yeah, it should be pushing. And I think we're taking there. I don't like that puzzle at all. I don't like it one bit. Here we're just taking. And we are white. So I have a check, and then I can take his bishop. I think that's going to be it. Now he has this, but it's the same deal. And then he's got this, though. But then I can attack. Ooh, this is tricky. Okay, so check, check. Oh, he's in check. Yeah, sorry. He's in check. Okay. And we have a fork. So would I just lead with the fork? You would think so. Oh, my queen's under attack. Yeah, so we take and then we fork. Okay. 2 hours in here. Insane. So we have a 7 of 9 mate again. So this wins his queen. And his queen looks like it could be trapped. So maybe bishop c8. Looks like it traps it. Excuse me. So we shall do that. And I don't really want to move my queen because I'm covering this escape square. Although, but if I go to f5, then it's going to, we can take with check and then probably get something going. And so it's got to be this. So check. I mean, I don't think we have to calculate beyond that because, again, nothing else would ever work. Although here we have a mate, so we don't take the rook. Plus, he's protecting it, so it's just mate. That was a close call. I think we have maybe a mate in 2, so 1, 2. Let's verify. So only legal move here, I meant to do this one arrow, is king g7. And then we have knight f5, and that should be a mate, but it's not a mate. And so that's a concerning issue. So let's look at that again. I mean, it's possible that we just take on f1. No, but let's look at check, king g7. And knight f5 and king f6. This is mate then in 2? Yes, that would be mate in 2, and then checkmate. There you go. Tricky. I think I can take and then win the queen back. The question is that enough material for us? So check, take the queen, and what's the verdict there? We have 3 minors and a rook against 2 rooks and a minor. pretty close. It's how you evaluate having two minors against a rook. It's probably as good as we're going to get. Don't like that puzzle for that reason. Okay, we are white. We can go check and then block him here. Has to work. Okay, we are white. It might be a kill box. So check. He has to capture. I don't think that's it. Oh no, it's queen d7. So queen d7, rook takes, and then mate. That's nice. Okay, we are black. Oh god, I just can't finish these. It's just never ending. Never ending. When will my torture end? How many puzzles did I do? I've probably done like 150 puzzles or more, right? Was how many times I started over. And it's not a satisfying feeling. I wonder if I can take and then take. So just bing bang, 1-2 punch. When I'll be up a minor piece, but then he hits this and then I cry because it's checkmate. So that's the problem there. Bing bang boom mate. So how would I change the move order? I take on c4 first. If he takes the rook, I take his queen. If he takes my bishop, I take his bishop, and that's going to be the correct move order. And yeah, we shall take the bishop here. Okay. So check, check, mate. Not quite. So where's the finish? So check, check. Okay, check, check. Check, queen h7. Where's the finish there? I don't see it. Not to mention that he might just go, well, if he goes king h8, then I just take his knight and I'll be up a piece. So this is forced. But maybe it's not taking on h6. Oh, then I just take yeah, I'm dumb. Take the knight. Okay. Very similar type of position. We have a check. If he hops into h6, then we have rook h3. We win his queen. If he goes to h8, we might not have anything. Yeah, that's a problem. So that doesn't work. Except we do have something amazing. So after queen e7, king h8, we have queen f8. And after rook f8, we take here, which is funny. Very funny. Yeah, look at that again. Slow motion. King h8, take on f8. So he can't go to h8. If he blocks with the rook, then, well, we take with the queen, and then it's going to be mate. If he goes to h6, then we have rook h3. And if he runs to g5, then we have check. Yeah, and there's just got to be a win there. So I think that's actually going to be it. Now, the only other thing, was there anything else? Yeah, and if he goes here, we just go rook h8. So that's going to be it. And we take. That's the cute one. So we have bishop a5. That should be good enough. Don't tell me that's not good enough. Because it is. Weird. Okay, we can win his rook, but then he can win our rook. So let's give checkmate. I think it's a mate in 2. Check. The key is not to take the rook. Check and mate. Feel like this rook may be able to get trapped. Oh my God, there's an invisible fork. I found it so quick. Look at this, an invisible fork. So hard to find this if you're not familiar with the concept. I think we take, and then it's knight h5. Because we're forking these 2 squares, which is another fork. It's fork inception. Look at that. So I'm going to verify for sure. But if he doesn't recapture the bishop, he's down 2 minor pieces. And he has no other threat. So he has to take, and then we have knight h5. And he can't stop both threats from what I can see. There's no checks or anything. That's definitely it. And not easy to see. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Invisible forks, as I call them. If I ever wrote a second chess book, that's going to be a chapter. It's all about invisible forks. Okay. So we have a couple of ideas. Let's look at the most forcing line. And then a queen d7 check. There's a lot to calculate there, which I don't like. This is mined. But what if he just goes back to h8? We don't have anything. Yeah, so then why don't we, so this was my second idea. So we do it this way. We threaten mate, so queen d7. Let's say rook g8. Do I just take on g8? I'm not sure about that. Could I take here? Check, and then I couldn't I? Could I do that? Queen d7, rook g8, and then bishop g7, rook g7, and then queen e8. That is a mate. That's a very funny one. Okay, what if he plays queen c7? Then it's still mate. Oh yeah, this has to be it. I don't think we need more verification. That has to work. Yeah, so he just sacks the queen. That was instructive. Okay, we're at 35. Come on, please God, let's not screw it up this time. So we have a check. So let's look at that because it's forcing. If he goes to e1, well, we have another check, but how would I do it this way? Is that any different? It kind of is because I'm supporting things a little more. I could then play, I could then play this, but it's, that's getting complicated. That's getting a little complicated for my liking, but I do like queen d4. If for some reason he hikes back to c1, again, this is pretty immediate of a threat, f2. f2, and if he defends it somehow, go through one of these squares. Then I have a check. And I'm going to get a second queen. So now he can queen too, but then there's got to be a mate there. Yeah, so and again, if he goes queen e1. Now, I didn't look at this just because it doesn't look like enough to me. So and that's where it gets tricky. That's where I was thinking check here, and then we play f2. And then he queens, and then I queen. So he actually queens before me, but he doesn't have any checks. I'm going to go with that line. It's not clear, and he can queen before me, and he has a knight, but he has no checks, and his king is exposed, and 2 queens against a lone king. It feels like it should be enough. And so he does go to c1. I want to look at this one with the engine after. But here, yeah, I'm just going to play f2 and then probably go to f4. So I think just push this pawn. Again, wherever he goes, then I'm just going to give a check here. So, yeah, and then we go queen f4, just making sure I'm not missing anything. But that should be good. Yeah, okay. Whew. So let's look at that with the engine on a couple other lines. Yeah, I was curious about this line. So I was going to give this check and then play f2, and it seems to be right. I don't know if I like that puzzle so much. I don't hate it, but I'm going to give it a thumbs down. It's not really, I don't know. I didn't love it. Okay, 36. 2 hours and 7 minutes in here. So we have rook c8. That's the first thing that comes to mind. It allows him to give this check, but I don't know if I hate that, because I wonder if I can just take it. I could also maybe just move my king. So I think this is going to be the right move. So rook c8, rook g2. So let's say I take on g2. And then if he takes my rook, I take on c2, and I'm up a rook. And that should be good. Yeah, there's also other things he could do. Like I was looking at this check. I was looking at this. But I think we're still good. I can always go back to g4 if I have to. And I can always hide on h1. So I think it's rook c1, and then if rook g2, I haven't decided there quite what I want to do, because I think almost king h1 almost seems winning as well. I'm going to go rook c8. Yeah, so now we have the big question, because it seems like everything is winning here. So I feel it's going to be queen g2, but what about king h1? So king h1. Let's say he gives us a check. I guess I take it. And that seems winning. Is there something wrong with queen g2? Everything seems winning. Queen g2. Oh, we have to be a little bit careful. There's a check here. We got to be a little bit careful. So queen g, but then I'm okay. So queen g2 check. But I'll still be up a knight there. Still be up a knight there. But then he can take this pawn. No, he can't. So they both seem winning. And I think even king f1 might be winning too. Oh no, that one is mate. So yeah, so we're down to 2, but they both seem winning. So why would this not be winning? Aha. No ahas. Yeah, ahas. No ahas. I was thinking this check again, and then take. But yeah, he keeps his queen. So I don't know why that was so hard for me to comprehend. Why was that so hard for me to comprehend? I'm so stupid. It is king h1. Yeah, queen g2, he just takes, and he takes my rook. I don't know why. Okay, I'm sorry. It's king h1. I don't know. I got there in the end, but I don't know why my brain was not braining. So we have check in this. This is a very common idea. The only thing I have to be careful of is these pawns continuing on. So let's say check, king h5, rook a4, and yeah, that for some reason, let's just say he pushes a pawn, and I take, check. I'm okay there, but it barely. I think this is going to be it. I mean, that's a very common procedure, maneuver. But I just want to verify because I'm close to the end and I'm sick of doing this over and over again. Similar. I mean, he could start with this and then we take, and then you see there is some stuff to worry about. But I always have a check here that should be winning. Yeah, it ends. Okay, and the last one after all this agony, over 2 hours. Let's not screw the freaking hell up. So it's white to move. But talk about perseverance, man. Come on, I've done I started over 8 times. Okay, I'm going to minimize chat just so I have full. I think it's going to be mate in 2. But then you wonder why it's not bishop b2. That also looks good. So what's the difference? What's the difference? Bishop b2. Bishop b2, he can take on e3. So bishop b2, king e3, and then he can run away. So I think it's just bishop d2. How does he stop mate? But let's be vigilant. Can't even talk. So bishop d2. What the hell can he do? Nothing that I can see. He can push, but he's just getting mated. I mean, I think it's just a mate in 2. But again, I just want to be really careful. He can take on e4, but it's still going to be mate. The only thing he can do to delay mate is block for a move, a little spite. I'm playing it. I mean, what else? I mean, we got to do it. So, yeah, and he does a little spite block, and we are released from the hell of Puzzle Streak. That was absolute hell. The most hell I've ever gone through in Puzzle Streak in my life. No exaggeration. That was 2 hours and 14 minutes. Yesterday, it took me 24 minutes or 23 minutes yesterday. But it kicked my ass today. 2 hours and 14 minutes. That was brutal. That sucked. But I didn't give up. I kept going until I hit my quota. That's what I'm willing to do to try to improve, whatever it takes. Okay, I'm going to play a game now as a reward. But my brain has deteriorated after that endless chain of puzzles in Puzzle Streak. Okay, we have the McDonald attack. We had this yesterday. Okay, we'll go e6, and then I always forget, there's different ways to maneuver the knight. And you can play h5 right away as well, but I mean, it really doesn't matter, does it? We'll do it this way today. I think it really doesn't matter if you put it on e7 or bishop e7. And I actually forgot about putting it here because it does stop g4 in some cases when the knight's not here. Oh yeah, this is what I missed last time, and I missed it again today. Knight h4. So I think bishop e7 first is better. Although you can't do that. So I should have played maybe bishop e7 then knight h6. Yeah, because I forgot about knight h4. So I should have played. I think I should have played. Okay, there's one other thing. Sometimes this knight can get to g4 in some specific scenarios. I don't think it's I think sometimes this pawn gets to d4 and you make this trade and then white can't move. It's very hard for white to move. How does he attack this? It takes a lot of moves. So this is a thing, but I'm going to say that's not immediate. But for example, if he plays knight c3, then maybe I can play d4, and then we can maybe we get this in here. A few things that I'm remembering. Okay, so he plays c3 and stops that. Hopefully he's not watching the stream. So I could castle. I could play bishop g7 to get this knight into f5. Not sure what I want. I'm still curious about this because this is a thing, but it's been a long time since I've looked into it. Like this d4, like take. I think that is a thing. I don't know if I want to castle into this. Okay, I guess we'll castle here. Okay, so he's kind of letting us, he's really wanting us to do that. So I think I can't say no anymore. So knight g4 and then this. So let's just say knight g4. Okay, whatever it is, I'm playing it. I'm playing knight g4. And then I think I'm going to go d4. So d4, yeah, takes. And I think it's just uncomfortable for him. Now, what if he attacks my knight? Then I go knight d3. And yes, he has this. But look at all of the weak squares. I'm doing this. This is a computer idea that this whole thing, I've seen that this is a computer idea. Now, obviously it depends on the position, but I think it works here. And it's just really, really awkward for white's pieces to move once this happens, once this knight gets here and then consequently the pawn. And once this pawn leaves, we have this x-ray on d3. So this shouldn't really change anything. I just go into d3. And let's not waste time on that this time. So we will do that. And so we have an x-ray here if he moves the queen or moves the bishop. And see what I mean? It's really hard for him to move. Maybe he might go for this maneuver, and that might work. But then I can take here, and look at that. We're attacking d3 again. So yeah, this. Okay, interesting move. I think I can just go back to g6. If he plays f5, I can simply take it. Or maybe not so simply. I mean, I guess I could, and then I could take his knight. So yeah, I think I have bishop g6. Could also consider taking on g5. You know, if he recaptures on g5, then I just save the bishop, which has to be fine for me. If he takes my bishop, then I'm kind of losing a tempo, and that's what I don't really like. I don't like that so much. So I think I'm going to tuck this back. Okay. So is f5 a threat still? Yes. It is now a renewed threat because I can't move the bishop anywhere. So I could maybe move the h-pawn, maybe f6 here. If he takes, then my bishop has somewhere to go. It weakens my e-pawn, though. That's a downside. F5 is similar idea. I don't know if I like g5, though. I hate that. So, yeah, so f6, if he goes g5 here, I'm not sure. I think I can just take on g5. Yeah, so f6, if ef, I think rook takes. I mean, I think we're fine there. So yeah, and if he goes f5, I don't know, but I think that's what I'm playing. I think we're fine here. I don't know what I'm going to do after f5. I guess I'll look at that again. So f5, hard to say. I could go bishop f7, but I feel I want to take it. I think I want to go ef, and I presume he would go gf, and then I would have to move my bishop. So that's actually going to be a bit of a problem if f5, okay, he didn't do any of that. So he drops this pawn, and then he's got this, but we might have that. Okay, let's see. So, oh, hang on. There's actually some issues here. So, uh-oh. There's a few issues here. Yeah, that's not a bad move. Interesting. Okay, so if I go queen d5 and he takes on b2, you'd think I could play something like rook f b1, or maybe rook a b1. Now it's a little dangerous because he can follow up with this later when my knight is hanging. But first of all, his queen would have to move somewhere. But yeah, that does get a little bit dangerous. So I don't know if I want to do that. I guess I could play queen d7. That solves everything. And maybe that's what I should just play. That does solve everything. So does queen c8, but this gets off the back rank. Okay, let's do that then. I'm way down on the clock. This 1900 is doing not too bad. Well, more than not too bad. He's doing well. Okay, so f5 again is my pain point. In fact, that hurts a little bit more now because now I have to play bishop f7. But I think we're okay there. He might consider g5 there, but I think we're okay there. Yeah, because then we're threatening to take on f5 ourselves. So this doesn't actually hurt us. Now I could come here preemptively. I also have knight a5, which doesn't do much. Could I take here? This is a threat again. But it's not a huge one, is it? I can just move the king even if I have to, maybe. Whoops, I almost slipped. So I think I can take here. Like I'm not 100% sure, but that's what we're doing. So if he takes on e3, I have maybe c4, which I don't hate. Yeah, so maybe c4 so that my queen can get active. What if I did take? Do we have anything? Oh my god, we have a fork there. He has a check, but it's It's not a big problem. So I might be able to take and then queen d3. Because how does he stop both of these threats? I don't think he does. And I'm going to do it. And then we just have to be a little brave. So rook takes, queen d3, check, king h8, and we should be picking up a piece there. Is the endless puzzle streak going to pay off? We shall see. Okay, so I think he won't be able to help himself. Taking on f6. Okay, he did help himself. Okay, so we can give a check. He brings the king up. Getting a little low on the clock. I could bring in a rook. Okay, let's bring in a rook here. No, I don't want him getting this in. So let's give a check. And he just, is that a blunder? Okay, well, we shall take this here. We don't need more material, but I'm trying to remove some of his attacking. I don't know. I got to play quick, though. I only have a minute to win it. Is this a threat? I think so. Okay, we can just come back. And then maybe rook e8. Rook a e8. Or this check looks good, actually, too. And I can go here. Oh, this looks pretty good, though. Yeah, let's start here. And then I have this check. And then I can take here. Or no, I can't. How am I going to do it? Yeah, so we go check. Then we go check. Oh, he can still hide, but I can take this rook. Okay. So we're going to go check here. I guess he's got this. I have so many ways to play. You know, I had this too. I got 41 seconds. Second time. Very nice. Very nice sack to finish. Okay, earned. He played well, though, apart from the opening. He played very well for 1900. The tactics paid off there, that game, because there was a bunch of tactics in that game. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, that was a sharp game. Okay, let's take a look at that again. So I burned a fair bit of time in the opening, as I always do. I do not think his knight g5 was good, because I wanted to go to d3 anyways. And you can just see how positionally superior this feels, at least. Yeah, g4 definitely did slow me down. And queen b3 caught me off guard too. It took me a while to just see simply queen d7. And this was a good find. Yeah, calculating all this out and realizing that we're just winning a piece. And then I got a little short on time, but his king is so terribly placed that every move is winning. Thank you, Mossy Boy. And And then I sacked the exchange here, but I think there's many ways to continue here, but I was very low on the clock. So yeah. Okay, let's look at that with the engine. I deserve a win after that hell I went through on the puzzle streak. I mean, okay, looks like, yeah, there's mistakes made here. So let's take a look. First of all, it didn't like knight g4. It wants d4 first. Yeah. So what's the difference? So this allows bishop c1. If we go d4 first and then bishop c1, apparently c4, which I haven't seen before, is very strong. For reasons I don't know. Is it because the bishop comes in? Or the queen too? Now we have this type of thing. Is that the point? So if he takes, then d3. Oh my goodness. Okay, so he can't take there. And if he takes on d4, then the knight takes on d4. And then we bring in... No, then we just take here. Wow. That's a scarily strong move. d3. Wow. And we start that by playing d4. Wow. Okay. And here it didn't like d4. It wants queen b6 instead. So we're hitting b2. That's why bishop c1 would have been better instead of bishop d2. And we're threatening a little discovery. So had he gone bishop c1, this is just equal. Because I was going to go d4 here. But after knight e1, this is apparently just equal. Okay. So d4 first, and then after bishop c1, c4. Wow. Okay. And yeah, this was a blunder, but I didn't capitalize on it. I was so fixated on my plan. So it wants to... Okay, there's a number of things. First of all, there's knight ge5, removing a defender. Can he do a desperado? No, because I can just keep taking things as well, I think. Yeah, and I'll be up a pawn there, regardless. So, where was I? Yeah, so I could have... Yeah, so I could have taken here. Totally missed that. It would have required a lot of calculating, though. But I'm always going to win a pawn, I think. Okay. I should have at least considered the idea. And then there was also d takes c3. Probably just gives us another chance to take here. Yeah, that's all. Okay. So moving on. It didn't like f6, but that's not a big deal. Not a big detail. And here I'm getting a little bit low on the clock. So this was good, but it's not the best move. Best move is actually c4 first and then probably taking. Wait, what about here? Oh, then we have bishop c5. Okay. I see. This. Oh, it's a clearance square for bishop c5. That's a nice find. Yeah. But I like what I saw too. And but apparently white is equal if he takes on f6. I guess because he can come back and defend against the knight. So he had a resource there. But yeah, he went king f2. So he needed to play ef so the queen can come back and defend. Or the rook. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay, guys, I'm going to end it there because I'm burned out from the puzzle streak. I'm sorry. The puzzle streak took 2 hours and like 15 minutes. Absolutely brutal. It was hell. Then I only had energy for one rapid game. So that's just how it is, unfortunately. Today, I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with more games than just one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. See you next time.